Good morning students, I am Shomajit sir. Today I am here to deliver my lecture on topic class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Aves and class Mammalia. It falls under subphylum Vertebrata and it falls under superclass Tetrapoda. So all this class will see Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, mammals. So watch the entire video lecture to gain basics out of it. So without any delay, let's start with the topic Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and mammals. So let's start. So let's start with the class Amphibia. So this class Amphibia falls under subphylum Vertebrata, and under subphylum Vertebrata there are superclass that is Tetrapoda. Alright, so we'll see the class Amphibia, the general characteristics of class Amphibia we'll see. So these amphibia, they are amphibia. Amphibia means they live both in aquatic and terrestrial habitat, and they need water for breeding. This is the most important part. They need water for breeding. All right, and the body has head, trunk and some tail. All right, so their body have a head, trunk and some have tail, and they have a moist skin without scale. They don't have scale, they have a moist skin, and most of them have two pairs of limbs. All right, and they have a tympanum which represents the ear, and their heart is three-chambered heart. Right, like in earlier classes in pieces we have studied they had two-chambered heart, but in case of amphibia they have three-chambered heart, and the heart are divided into two auricles and one ventricles, upper two auricles and lower one ventricle. So you can see the examples given in the below pictures given. Amphibia like frog I have given without tail. Then all right, you can see the next one having a tail, and you can see the heart diagram here. All right, so next character under class Amphibia, they are poikilotherms. All right, they are poikilotherms. They have an alimentary canal, urinary tract and reproductive tract, and the reproductive tract open into a cloaca which opens to the exterior. All right, the alimentary canal, urinary and reproductive tract open into a cloaca which opens to the exterior, and their respiration is done by gills. All right, so gills in the form of larval stage. In larval stage their respiration is done by gills, whereas in adult stage it is done by lungs and skin. The sexes are separate. The male frog is different and female frog is different, and their external fertilization, they does external fertilization, and their oviparous organism. Oviparous means those who lay eggs, and the development is indirect. All right, so their development is indirect. So you can see there tadpole, frog larvae as well as tadpole external gills. You can see frog egg. So you can see the example of amphibia class Amphibia. Bufo is there, toad, rana, hyla, salamander, Isthiopus. Right, so this salamander have a tail, whereas a frog doesn't have a tail. Now let's start with the class Reptilia. It falls under subphylum Vertebrata and superclass Tetrapoda. All right, so let's start with the general characteristics of class Reptilia. So these reptilia, you can see, so colorful pictures are given. Snakes are there, you can see. So they have a dry and conified skin. All right, and the epidermal scales or snatches. All right, so in the earlier in the class Amphibia, you have seen they had a moist skin, but here in class Reptilia they have a dried skin. All right, and they have epidermal scale or squatus, and snakes and lizards shed their scales as skin cast. All right, so they cast off their skin. And limbs, they have two pairs if present. If limbs are present, it is there are two pairs of limbs, and their locomotion is done by crawling method. All right, so they crawl and does its locomotion, and tympanum represents the ear. Right, they also have a tympanum which represents their ear. So you can see the epidermal scale or squatus. So next general characteristics of class Reptilia, they have a three-chambered heart, alright, but a septum partially separates the ventricle. But heart is four-chambered in crocodile, alright. So exception is crocodile. Crocodile have four-chambered heart, and all reptiles have a three-chambered heart. Crocodile is also a reptile, but it has an exception of four-chambered heart, whereas the all reptiles have a three-chambered heart, and but a septum partially separates the ventricle. So it also has two auricle and one ventricle, and they are also poikilotherms. They have a well-developed alimentary canal, and the respiration is done by lungs. And their fertilization is internal. They are also oviparous. They are egg-laying organism, and their development is direct, right? So their development is direct. So you can see the egg, right, and respiratory lungs. You can see the lungs also, and you can see the reptilian heart also. Partially the ventricle is separated by a septum, so they are three-chambered heart. So you can see these are the examples of class Reptilia. You can see turtle, tortoise, tree lizard. This is also called chameleon, alright. Then Hemidactylus, well lizard. Then we have garden lizard, crocodile, alligator. These all are falling under the class Reptilia, alright. So let's start with the class Aves. It falls under subphylum Vertebrata and superclass Tetrapoda. So let's see the general characteristics of class Aves. So they have a presence of beak and feather. Alright, so they have beak and feather, and the forelimbs are modified into wings. Alright, Aves are only class where the forelimbs are modified into wings, and they have beak and feathers. So dry skin, they have a dry skin without glands except oil glands at the base of tail. So they have oil glands at the base of tail. Their hind limbs have scales and are modified for walking, swimming, and clasping tree branches. So they have hind limbs that is used for, so their hind limbs have scale and they are modified for walking, swimming, and clasping tree branches. They are long, hollow, pneumatic bones, alright, and tympanum represents the ear. So similarly they also have a tympanum which represents the ear. So you can see the tympanum, alright. The figure has been given, the beak has been given, the feather structure has been given, the hind limb has been given, and the forelimb is modified into wings. The structure is also given. Now next characters of Aves, general characters, they have a four-chambered heart, alright. So previously we have studied pieces of two-chambered heart, alright. In reptiles we seen a three-chambered heart. Here Aves we could see four-chambered heart. They are homeotherms, warm-blooded animals, alright. They are homeotherms, they are warm-blooded animals, and previously we have seen poikilotherms, they are cold-blooded animals. So in class Aves we see digestive tract has additional chamber, the crop and gizzard. So their digestive tract also has additional chambers like crop and gizzards, and double respiration is seen. Air sacs connected to the lungs. Their air sacs is connected to the lungs, and they show internal fertilization. Alright. So here also we see internal fertilization. In Aves we see internal fertilization. In previous cases we had seen external fertilization. So in Aves we see internal fertilization. They are also oviparous, that means egg laying organism, and their development is direct. So you can see the heart. And homeotherms, what does the word homeotherms means? Animals having ability to maintain a constant body temperature, alright. So they have the ability to maintain the constant body temperature, so they are warm-blooded animals. You can see the figure of heart. Now you can see the labelings of a bird. You can see stomach, gizzard, intestine, anus, crop, esophagus, mouth, forward air sacs, lungs, rear air sacs, alright. So student, you can see the example of class aves. Crow is there, pigeon is there, parrot is there, ostrich is there, peacock is there, penguin are there. Alright, vultures are there. Scientific names are given because you should memorize it. Now let's start with the class Mammalia. This is the last class of vertebrate, right? So subphylum, this class Mammalia falls under subphylum Vertebrata, and under superclass Tetrapoda this class Mammalia is present. So let's see the general characteristics. You can see presence of mammary gland in milk producing gland. All right, so presence of mammary gland, they are milk producing gland. The skins have hair, the skins are with hair, and two pairs of limbs for walking, running, climbing, burrowing, swimming, or flying is there. All right, and external ear, that is pinna, is present. So we have external ear, that is pinna. All right, previously we had seen other cases they have tympanum. All right, and we have an external ear, that is pinna, and we have a 4-chambered heart, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles, and we are homeothermous. All right, warm blood animals. So you can see the examples are given. You can see the mammary gland of cow is given, the heart is given, the ear is given, external ear, that is pinna, is given, the lion, cow is given, examples. So now the next general characteristics of class Mammalia is they have a well-developed alimentary canal. All right, so they have a well-developed alimentary canal, and their respiration is done by lungs. All right, and they have a heterodont, thecodont, and diphyodont teeth. All right, so the teeth is heterodont, thecodont, and diphyodont, and the sexes are separate and have internal fertilization. Sexes separate, male and female are separate, and fertilization takes place internally, that means within the body. And they are viviparous organism, that means they give birth to young ones, and except platypus and echidna, right? So except platypus and echidna, all are viviparous animals, and that means give birth to young ones, and the development is direct. So you can see the picture of platypus and echidna is given, the type of teeth given, right? Lungs is given. So under the class Mammalia, examples you can see platypus given, kangaroo given, flying fox given, monkey given, lion given, cow given. A very colorful diagrams is given. Again, you can see camels are there, rat are there, dog are there, cat is there, elephant is there. Then you can see a common dolphin is there, then blue whale are there, horse are there, tiger are there, lion are there. So this is all about the class Mammalia. Thank you student. This was all about the entire video lecture. We have discussed about the class Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammals. This is falling under the subphylum Vertebrata and falling under superclass Tetrapoda. Hope you have liked the video lecture. So stay at home, stay safe. I am Shomuji sir signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you students.